What's going on, guys? This is Twister Don coming at you with some PC ESO here, and today we're taking a look at some early Dragon Knight techniques and early strategies to help you build your character. And this is for you players that are kind of new. So if you're one of the more advanced players who like to grind all the way to vet rank 14 in a week, then this doesn't apply to you. But you know, playing under the Dragon Knight, and you see some of my higher level videos, some of the stuff I use. Um, kind of kind of trying to build your character up to get to that. You do some similar stuff. Of course, you want to use some similar skills and stuff. But however, you don't have the resources, you don't have the equipment and stuff to sustain in a battle. So I'm going to show you today how I build my character. I'm only level 21 here, and give you some techniques on maybe what you can do to help the questing uh, process out. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's go ahead and look at my build real quick. I don't have the best of gear on right now or anything optimized. I'm just kind of picking up what I find, equipping that. I'm not buying anything. I'm not selling anything, or I'm not buying anything or repairing anything. Really, I'm not really worried about the gear right now because I don't want to waste all my money doing so. Yeah. Now, if you're just now playing it for the first time, yeah, you may want to take some more time and uh, get into that sort of thing. So, all right. So let's look at a few things here. Character, of course, Magicka Dragonknight, uh, just like I'm building, or just like I played on the console. Man, building a Magicka Dragonknight. So, um, the techniques that I'm going to teach you today are probably going to be based on Magicka. So, if you're a stamina kind of guy, then you can use these techniques and then maybe respecting the stamina, or you can go like one-handed, one-hand shield, use more of like puncture and stuff like that, or even dual wield and get skills like Steel Tornado, Whirlwind, and flurry and stuff like that. So you can definitely do it with stamina. But today, I'll give you some Magicka tips. So just like 20 points into Magicka, all my points into Magicka. Early on, you don't have a lot of Magicka recovery and stuff, so it's kind of, you got to kind of you can't be a spammy is what I'm trying to say. So um, skills, of course, destruction staff and uh, one-handed shield is what I'm using. Destruction staff for like early on when you're playing, early on you really want to be more ranged because you don't have the ability to block and tank as good as you would if you had more sustainability. So I found that like using an actual lightning staff instead of a fire staff early on is a little better because you got that constant DPS going just by holding the button down. You're getting that constant mana regeneration back from the heavy attacks off of a destruction staff. So you do get Magicka back when you use heavy attacks from the destruction staff. Um, my bar kind of looks like this. I want to level up Ardent Flame as quick as possible, and that's what I've done here so I can get Lava Whip. I got Ardent Flame on 30. I'm only level 21, so pretty much anytime I would turn in a quest or anytime I do anything like that, I would have Dragonite Standard on, Searing Strike, Engulfing Flames, and Fiery Grip right here. And this would be Obsidian Shard. That was because the more skills you have on your skill line, when you get experience, the faster something will level up. So by having one, two, three, four skills on my staff here, I get that much more experience. Now it does hurt your other skill lines. I'm only 26 in Draconic Power and only 20 in Earth and Heart. But my goal is to get Lava Whips. So it's so useful. It does a lot of damage, and you can hold your shield up and really, lash them and get that good damage. Now, so as I'm building my character up, I'm mixing in combat. I'm using a lot of heavy attacks, range attacks with the destruction staff, and a lot of CC with Obsidian Shard, which is Earth and Heart. Obsidian Shard, which is more of a Stone Fist, and it knocks them down. So I'm knocking them down. I'm ranging them, and by the time they get back to me, I knock them down again. And you can even use Talons. You can start the battle with a heavy destruction staff attack and get a couple attacks in. By the time they get to you, you knock them down. You talons them so when they get up, they're trapped. And then you back away, and by the time they get to you again, that 6-second CC immunity they get after you stun them is gone. You can go ahead and knock them down, talons them, back up. It's a really good, useful strategy if you're fighting like harder enemies that are not immune to crowd control stun there. So that's one of the things. Of course, you want to get green dragon blood because it'll, or just regular dragon blood. It'll heal you. It's always handy to have a heal. skill. If not, I mean, you can go resto staff early on, but I have not on this. So my bar one would look like something. I would have. I had, like I said, I have fiery grip on. I don't really use this one, but I have either obsidian shard or probably better is destructive touch. If you have destructive touch with a fire staff, it will shoot the enemy away from you. So with a fire staff, you use destructive touch, and the enemy goes flying in the air, and it's a CC stun, just like obsidian shard, but it shoots them away from you, and you can just keep that distance, and they're having to get up close to you again, and by the time they get up close to you again, the 6 seconds is up, and you knock them back again. So pretty much the destruction staff early on is going to be your friend. Now on bar two, sword and shield. Um, Defensive posture, I've got it slotted for extra block damage. I've got Dragon Leap on. Being that I'm blocking, Dragon Leap will build up really quick. It only takes 125 ultimate compared to Dragonknight standard, which takes 250. So uh, Dragon Leap's gonna save your butt a lot, especially when you get Battle Roar. You want to make sure you get Battle Roar early. So Battle Roar, Obsidian Shard, Dragon Leap, Burning Talons, Dragon Blood, Ardent Flame, all the skills, get Lava Whip, it'll be useful, I promise. Dragonknight Standard, I don't use it that much because it takes so much right now. But the second bar is pretty much for tanking. Um, I've got a way of knocking somebody down with Obsidian Shard. Of course, Engulfing Flames is the morph of, it's on the Ardent Flame here. And I morphed it in Engulfing. If you're stamina, you might want to morph it to the other one, which is called that Burning Breath. And then, of course, Talons to control them. It's really useful. And Lava Whip. If you don't have Lava Whip, you can go with Searing Strike here. But really, I don't like using Sword and Shield as much without a good way of hitting somebody with a good DPS skill while still being able to hold my block up. Okay, so I've got potions slotted there. Inventory, like I said, you don't really want to worry about the inventory now. Just pick whatever you find best on. Helmet of the Nightmare is something I found. I'm just make sure you add Magicka to all your gear there. And I'm wearing mainly heavy armor. I've got a light piece there, and a medium, but heavy is the way I want to go for that. So nothing special when it comes to equipment when you're just leveling up through the levels. Like I said, you're going to eventually, really quick, you're going to out level it and sell it. So um, let's go ahead and get into some combat here, and I'll show y'all live how to play this character. Now, um, let's see. So I've got the lightning staff on. Like I said, I like the lightning staff a lot now because it's got a lot of DPS. You can just hold the button down and get that constant DPS. Alright, let's see if we can find a mob, and I'll show you. Alright, here's a mob of two. So I'm actually going to start this fight off with Sword and Shield because I want to Talons him. It looks like a Frost Mage, and okay, we don't have a healer, but let's go ahead and hit him with Engulfing Flames. Hold my block up. Now these guys. So yeah, that's what I was trying to avoid, him getting away. See how fast you burn through your resources, but I can hold this right here. See that? Holding the R2 down, or if you're playing with a mouse and keyboard, I'm playing with a PS4 controller here, but holding the button down on the charge attack will give you resources back for your mana. So, like I said, you don't have a lot of sustain. Let's try this. Start off with this and get up. He's got a shield up. Wait till that shield gets down. Block that. Charge him. Maybe knock him down here. Yes. Anytime you block an attack that's a heavy attack from an opponent, they'll stun themselves, and if you use a heavy attack, you'll actually knock them down. So very, very useful. Alright, we got a group here. These guys are really easy. Alright, so charge this guy, hit him with a engulfing flame, a couple dots. Focus on him. The other guys I'm not worried about. They don't do enough damage. Get this guy right here. Oh, and I aggroed a bunch. Go ahead and pop my ultimate. This guy over here. Camera goes crazy. Come on, cameraman. Get your stuff together. Maybe a few flame lash. That's why you want flame lash right there. DPS. Hold the shield up. I can still get that DPS, and I'm almost out of mana. We'll finish this guy off. CC break. And that's how you do that. See, you see how when I needed a quick DPS, I swapped to flame lash. I was still holding my shield up and blocking all that damage they was doing. Uh, but you need to get flame lash as quick as possible because I wouldn't be able to do that kind of damage. It's really useful, especially when you're fighting against a healer. And then you saw how I exhausted my mana. Like I said, mana is important. But I swapped back over to this staff here, and got my mana back. So it's important that you utilize the destruction staff early on for mana regeneration since you don't have a lot. All right, let's do one more. Let's see if I can get a big pull here. Let's see. These guys are nothing. Come on. Low on health, no problem. Green Dragon's Blood. Trap them. I don't have a lot of AoE. Nah, those guys are too easy. Too easy. Alright, let me see if I can get a good group of 3 or 4 here. But anyways, like, early on you gotta have a way of leveling up. You gotta have a way of killing stuff. You don't want to be the guy that can't kill anything. Especially if you're fighting in a group. Let's see what we got. We got a guy there. We have a boss up here, maybe. Alright, we got a boss. So let's go ahead and try this. A boss, you just really want to focus on getting your dots up. Stun. I'll probably do this whole fight in destruction staff mode. See that? The ghost was stunned. Wait for the immunity to go off. Dodge his skills there. And we already get him. I had a helper there. So let's see if we can get another. Alright, we got maybe a group of 3 here. I'll do one more here, guys. Pull them here. Pull them. What do we got? Alright. So I want to hit through that. Trap them. Ultimate. Flame lash to clean up. Shield bash. Finish them off. It's easy as that. And that's one of the good things about the Dragon Leap is because you can constantly have Dragon Leap up. Really, really useful. So if you learn anything from this video, don't waste your gold on just garbage gear. You're gonna like that. Just save your gold. I've got 15,000 built up right now. So save your gold. Get your dot skills, your searing strike, your engulfing flames. Get your CC skills, your obsidian shard. Hell, you can even use shield charge for the one-handed shield if you want to. Try to get flame lash as quickly as possible, lava whip as quickly as possible, and go destro staff. It's so useful. So one more. Let's do this. I want to kill the mage. CC break. Knock him down. Kill him as quick as possible. Go back. Save some mana here. And just like that, they're gone. Knock him down before he has a chance to do any of that. He's got that block up. I'm out of mana, so I need to swap back to my destro staff. And that's how you do that, guys. And I'm stunned. So, get your dots, obsidian shards, your stone fist. Get your skills where you can knock somebody down. Your talents. It's all about controlling people. If you can control people and stun them, then you'll win the fight. Destro staff. I would suggest going mage or the Atronach Mundus Stone, and Destro staff will save you a lot of effort when it comes to mana regeneration. You gotta be able to have mana as a I keep calling it mana. Magicka. That's what I mean. Magicka. Alright, so thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned. I'm gonna upload a video on how to wirelessly connect your PS4 controller to the computer. It's not that hard. I know I've had some people ask me about that. But anyways, guys, until next time, Twister Dawn is out.